So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and drop that front suspension. Now this has got the stock suspension. This doesn't have upper and lower tubular control arms with coilover shocks. And most people go with that type of suspension because it's cheaper and more economical to purchase. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the 2.5-inch dropped front spindles on there, and that's going to drop our car down, and it should sit level. Am I right?
Yeah.
If that doesn't work, we will have to take the coil out. Alright, we were talking about drop spindles when we were pulling our car in. Now if you look right here, this is a stock factory Mustang 2 setup, okay? It's got the stock factory brakes on it. Get that turned around. Okay, if you look right in this area here, it's got the Allen wrench bolt on it that holds the brakes. And the first thing that you want to do, you want to go ahead and get that off. Take that completely off. Because you got to take your brakes off. These are stock brakes. These are 9-inch brakes. Okay? So you go ahead and knock that plate out right there. You don't want to lose. There's a little spring plate in there. You don't want to lose that. So you go ahead and take your brake caliper off of the rotor. Brake pads off. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and take the rotor off. And I see that the customer had put this himself, so it's a very good idea that I check this because I don't think he greased it. And as I look here, these bearings are only greased very lightly. It's very important that you grease your bearings to the fullest that you can grease them. Alright, the next thing that you want to do to replace your spindles, because these are dropped, 2-inch drop spindles that we're putting on here. Okay, these are the stock factory ones. You want to go ahead and take your tie rod end off of the front end. The next thing we want to do is we want to go ahead and get our nuts off of our ball joints, just like so. To break those loose, we're going to use a thing, it's called a pickle fork. Okay, so there's our stock spindle, okay, and there is our dropped spindle. Okay, once we have swapped out our brake parts, as you see, right there, I put the caliper arm on our new drop spindle. I'm going to go ahead and install our spindle on the car. It's pretty basically that easy. Basically a very easy, simple procedure, and it really doesn't take a lot of knowledge on installing drop spindles. It just takes a little bit of time, that's all it is. The main thing that you really got to be worried about doing a job like this, make sure all the bolts and nuts, all the nuts and bolts are tight. You got all your carter pins back in place, and your bearings, your wheel bearings for your rotors, alright, your wheel bearings are greased very, very well. Now, once you get all those tight, you go ahead and install your brakes, you go ahead and install your rotor back on your spindle just like you did. You go ahead and install the tie rod end. Get everything put back together exactly how it came off. Alright, you shouldn't have to bleed your brakes, you shouldn't have to do nothing. And you're good to go. Let me get all the spindles on. Let me get both spindles on. We'll get the brake calipers, rotors installed. We'll get the thing sitting on the ground and we're going to take a good look at what the whole car looks like with the 2.5-inch drop spindles. This is a very good item if you want a nice low ride with the stock factory ride, where it isn't going to ride real rough. It's not going to ride like a rock. What this is going to do, it's going to lower your car and still give you that nice stock ride that you're going to feel comfortable with, instead of bouncing down the road like you're hitting speed bumps every second that you turn around. Let me get that done and we'll check it all out and see what the whole car looks like.